Welcome back. Police Minister Bheki Cele says crime hotspots are at the top of the list of areas that should be rid of all criminal activities. Law enforcement agencies raided the streets of Honeydew north of Johannesburg to combat crime in the area. Cele says Operation Shanela aims to tackle the high crime rate in the country. I spoke to the minister a little earlier.
Honeydew is one of our problematic stations when it comes to the crime. It forever falls within top 30 in the Republic of South Africa. We believe that Operation Shanela will help us to prevent the crime. We have been working trying to arrest people that have committed crime. That is a reactive kind of policing. But with Operation Shanela, taking it from Gauteng, Kaumlau, spreading it around the country, has managed to give us much better results in terms of prevention and in terms of getting those people that we have been wanting, but also finding them before they commit crime. We are on the road here, one of the highways around Johannesburg, that is a Honeydew precincts. Our detectives have been doing good work. Starting from last night, they have arrested 716 of the people for serious crimes, contact crimes, rape, murder, and others. Among them, there are those that had outstanding warrants. But as we are standing here, we have collected 29 undocumented persons, and also, I don't know if people they don't understand that drinking and driving is illegal. 9 of them already have been found, and found 4 with some drugs, and we will be dealing with things like illegal shippings, including those that are legal, are they complying with the law, and also chasing those that we want with the outstanding warrant of arrest. So, by the way, it's not just Gauteng anymore. All other provinces, especially those high-density criminal cities like Durban, like Gauteng, as we are in Gauteng now, and Cape Town, PE, everybody is doing his or her kind of job to make sure that we prevent and we reduce crime.
So various law enforcement agencies are taking part in this evening's operation in Honeydew. Can you tell us who is all involved?
Well, I think that is a good approach. Generally, we just don't do things alone as the police now. All the time, maybe since Operation Shanela started, the members of South African Police Service will be basic, will be there. The Metro Police will be there. Your Egruleni, your Johannesburg will be there. The people from Customs, the Home Affairs. And one thing that we have been managing to work closely on is to work with the private security companies using their technology, though we're improving our technology, yes. And here where I am, there are people from Health Department. As you know, that those that are found drunk, they are taking blood and all that. So those are people from health. So it's quite a multi-disciplinary approach as the government from both local, provincial and national. And we keep everybody on the boat to be able to find and get better results.
Part of the problem in Honeydew is the kind of terrain we're dealing with. There are there's lots of industrial properties, there's informal settlements, there's plots. Lighting is problematic, dense bush is problematic. So one would expect that in line with additional boots on the ground, there would also be talks between the police and municipalities to provide additional infrastructure such as lighting, pathways, safe areas where people can walk. Are those discussions ongoing?
Well, I'm very glad that people from your clan, the media, are beginning to understand the problem that the law enforcement agencies are facing. We call it environmental design. There will be places, here is one of them, here in Honeydew, but if you go to places like Stwetla, that is your Alex, like many other places where Diepsloot, where there is absolutely no street, absolutely no lights, absolutely no numbers in the houses and all that, you can't see anything. That is a discussion that we are taking on. Maybe on that one is based mostly on the document that was adopted, was developed by the police through the Secretariat and adopted by the Cabinet of the Republic of South Africa last year. Is called the Integrated Approach to the Violent Crime. It's got 6 pillars. One of those pillars is a better design of the human settlement, the early intervention, and the making sure that we work together seamless as a cluster, where we are taking these people to the next level of prosecution and magistrate. Though I must say that I'm quite worried sometimes about the numbers that we send to prosecution on Mondays, as every Monday we come together as the police to look how did we do, how did we fare over the weekend. Previous the last weekend, we arrested 7,000 people from Thursday to Monday. Last week we arrested 8,000. So you get to be worried, but that also forces us to work together, as we did last week in the Operation Shanela in the CPD of Johannesburg, as we did again last week in Durban. The environmental design and working with all other structures will help to reduce crime. And indeed, the question you are asking are things that we do: meet the mayors, meet the councils, meet the province, but also meet with the human settlement, both national and provincial. Indeed, that's one way of fighting crime.
Minister, if I can move away from Operation Shanela ever so briefly and talk about reports that the 8 members of the Blue Light Protection Unit who were videoed assaulting civilians or members of the SANDF in plain clothes on the N1 highway are going to be taken to the Sandton SAPS station tomorrow to be charged with grievous bodily harm. Can you comment on that and tell us whether they will be formally arrested and charged?
Well, unfortunately, ministers don't arrest people. And in this case, would be less of the police matter. It will be most of the IPID matter. Well, IPID also reports to the Minister of Police. Indeed, I've been told that there is a progress that has been made dealing with those members of the South African Police Service that are on the protection service. Indeed, I've been told about the progress, but I would not want to preempt what is going to happen there. But as I say, that is not most the issue for the South African Police Service members, but is the issue for IPID. We'll be seeing what is happening on them, with them, and then we'll take it from there as the IPID takes the matters forward. But I've been informed that the matter is progressing in whatever direction, but is an IPID matter.
Last question before I let you go. That possible gas explosion that rocked the CBD on Wednesday this week, we understand the area is still cordoned off and people are being advised to steer clear. Can you tell us whether there are boots stationed on the ground to assist local officials in making sure that we don't have any further incidents, injuries, loss of life perhaps, where that area has been so badly damaged and that's dangerous for public to access?
Well, the matter is most of the emergency services. As it happened, I saw the MMC responding, the Premier have responded on that. But as the members of the South African Police, you'll be reminded that we are constitutionally obligated that we prevent any form of injury and we combat any form of crime, that South Africans, they remain safe. Indeed, if there is any other thing that is part of threatening the lives and the well-being and the safety of South Africans, will be part of that. I know that the area has been cordoned off, and the provincial commissioner is with me. Yes, we are patrolling that place with the members of the JMP-MD, and we will be seeing now and again that the people don't fall in any form of accident. It's unfortunate that that incident has threatened the livelihood of other people. There are shops there, there are people that sell there, and unfortunately who can't do their work at the present moment. But they would understand that is for their safety and the safety of their loved ones, but for the safety of the customers that might be going to buy there. And indeed, we just hope that those responsible for fixing the area will be doing fast so that the life goes to normality there.